Hello parents and carers, it's Simon Abeledo here from Rush Green Primary School. The date is the 4th of September 2020 and just got a couple of final messages really and a couple of reminders ready for Monday the 7th and the return to school. Return hopefully to some normality. Obviously there's going to be a few different things, some changes that we just need to remind you of, and obviously make sure that the children are aware of when they come into school on Monday. So we're planning to return as normal on Monday, and remember, attendance is statutory now, so they've removed the option, I'm afraid. So we will be expecting all the children to return. I know that there are one or two individual cases that I will need to follow up, but we don't have a choice in this. Unfortunately, it is the way it is. And since now the legal imperative has been put back in place, it's meant that attendance is, as I say, statutory. So, moving on to a couple of things. We have had a few grumblings about the staggered arrangements. I'll go through those times. You'll be aware that we've put year groups into twin groups. So we've put 2 year groups together, and we're calling those bubbles. And it means then that if there are any cases of COVID-19 contracted in the school, we can minimise any transmission around the rest of the school by keeping it within those bubbles. Fortunately, it means that if we do have any serious cases or more than one case, it may lead to closure of a complete bubble. That could be as many as two full year groups, so it will have quite an impact, which is why we've had to stagger in the way that we have. We've also had to obviously minimise the number of people on site at any one time. The school our size of nearly 900 children, you can imagine the number of parents plus children. You're looking at somewhere in the region of 2,500 people on site at the beginning and end of the school day. So we've had to stagger that 4 ways just to mean that we can minimise the number of people. So the timings of the school day have been put on the website. I understand it wasn't particularly clear, so we have taken note of that. So there is some clarity on that. So if you go on the homepage of the website, you will see that right up front and centre. So that should make things a little bit easier for you. But nursery AM is at 8:30, and nursery AM finishes at 11:30. Nursery PM is at 12:30, and that finishes at 3:30. Now, reception is joined up with nursery, so reception, all of our early years children will be coming in at 8:30, apart from nursery PM, obviously, and reception finishes at 2:40 PM. Now, year 1 and year 4 have been twinned, and they will come into school at 8:50 PM and leave site at 3 PM. Year 2 and year 3 have been twinned, and they will come in at 8:40 PM. Oh, sorry, 8:40 AM. 8:40 PM would be a bit late. 8:40 AM, and they will be leaving at 2:50 PM. Year 5 and 6 will be coming on school site at 9 o'clock. They'll be making their own way into the building, and they will be leaving school site at 3:15. Now, I do understand that there are going to be parents who have got children in different year groups. We tried to pair them up as best we can to try and sort of ease that, but unfortunately it is unavoidable. We're going to have to see how it goes. Obviously, if things don't quite work out, then we can adjust as we go, but we really need to see what this looks like in practice and what the footprint is going to look like on a day. I think probably what we've got here is something workable, but we do understand that some parents have got children in reception, and some in year 5 and 6 may not want to hang around for that long. But as I say, it is unavoidable. We are at the behest of the DfE. We have risk assessments that we've got to follow. We've been asked to stagger the start and ends of the school day, and really, if we would take this to the nth degree, we'd be staggering 8 ways. And that's not really a sensible procedure for anyone. So this is the best I think that we can do, and it sort of meets everyone's requirements as best as we can, at least for the moment, until hopefully things change. So that's where we are with that. Now, in terms of other elements, I know that school uniform. We had a few questions around school uniform. School uniform is an expectation for Monday, so all the teachers will be suited and booted as we would normally expect. So it's important that children come to school in school uniform as well. We are going to be asking parents, adults that come onto school sites, to be wearing masks, please. It's the same now as you go to shopping centres and things like that. And staff that will be on duty will also be wearing masks or face shields. I think now that things are returning, dare I say, somewhat to normality, now having the number of people on site means that there is a much greater risk of transmission, and I think we just all have to take care of each other. I think we all know that children are very good at spreading things. We know that research shows that children aren't very good at catching COVID-19, but they are still very good at transmitting it. And my concern is children bringing stuff from home, sharing it amongst themselves, and then taking it home to different homes or passing it on to teaching staff. And last thing any of us want are a number of teachers off, or a number of children off because of COVID-19. It will have a much wider impact on the year groups as a whole. If we have cases, it could lead to closure of whole twin year groups. And as I said before, it's going to impact a lot of people if that happens, and that's something we really want to avoid. Now, we've also got our one-way systems and around the school, and there are videos on that on the school website, so I do encourage you to look at those. You'll find the year group videos under the Who's Who tab under Parents, and if you click on the individual year groups, you'll see that each year group lead and year group teams have prepared something for you to help you understand what it's going to look like on Monday. On Monday there will be staff around to help, and of course I'll be at the school gates with other members of the senior leadership team dotted around the school, just to make sure that everyone understands what's what. I understand that routines are going to be very different to what you're used to, and of course some of you we haven't seen for a good few months now, and things are going to be very different. Many of you we have seen, and you will all be used to this, but whatever the circumstances, we very much look forward to seeing you all again on Monday, and fingers crossed we get some normality soon, eh? So keep safe, and look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Bye bye.